Yeah, there wasn't anything last year. Hey, look who it is. It's Tony Casillas. Hey, Tony, you're such a fine gentleman. You'll bend over for the camera.
Oh,
but actually,
absolutely, man.
Let's
I can
just
still
do that.
bend over, Mike, so that's a good thing, right?
Tony Casillas,
I'm going to say, you actually got me down here. You want to get, I was just looking at you, man. Look at the great shape you are.
We do. Look at that. We
fishing.
do. We look
Hey, we don't got any choice.
How much do you weigh now?
250.
You played at 275?
275, 280.
Okay, I played at 230 and I'm 206.
Oh, well, man,
Here we
you're
go.
doing good, man. You're looking great.
You really are. You're so cordial. We're going to bend down for the camera.
Yeah, okay, right here.
Okay.
Hey, do we want to play, we want to play cornhole while we're at it?
You want to play cornhole?
Yeah, we can.
All right, I challenge you. I challenge you to cornhole right now. Let's have one cornhole for the record.
Okay, let's do one.
All right.
All right, so I'll take the blue.
All right. Tony Casillas, cornhole. This is one of the finest athletes now in the history of...
Oh,
Okay.
at least I hit it. Here you go.
All right. So all I got to do is...
You got the red.
All I got to do is hit it.
It's actually going to be in the
Yeah.
SC conference, so we got to celebrate that.
The red, blue, by the way, yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with our politics
nothing,
or anything like
nothing
that.
at all.
Oh, look at me.
That's good.
I think I won.
Although, yeah, the red one usually wins, right? But we're not talking politics.
No, we're not talking politics. All right, that was a tie for last between the two of us right there. All right, speaking of college and politics, you're obviously very involved in Big 12 stuff.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have a Big 12 anymore? Are we done? What's going on?
Well, I think that kind of sent the message that the football nation, if you will, and at OU is, you know, Oklahoma and Texas are a package deal. Without the other, they can't do that. So I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen sooner or later, but you know, it's sad. It's in a way. It's kind of like...
it's sad for the history of what you and so many other guys were part of.
Well, but we know as the things evolve, Mike, it's all about the branding and the money and everything. And unfortunately, that's kind of where OU's at. And then the fact that players are starting to get paid for the likenesses, I think they understand the SEC is where you want to monetize that.
Okay, you were a little before your time because you, maybe in college, but certainly in the NFL, as the third overall pick in a draft?
That was a second.
Second overall pick in a draft?
Behind Bo Jackson.
There you go. Not a bad couple of guys.
That's a long time ago. Yeah.
And then you show up in Dallas, and by that time you're starting to think, you know, I'm Tony Casillas. I was an All-American. I had a high profile. Now I'm a Cowboy. Remember you talked about movie stars, entertainment stuff, which you dabbled in, right?
Very shortly.
Okay, but now, if you were in college today, you would make movies today while you were playing in college.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at us right now. We're broadcasting
This
live.
is a movie, yeah.
So, and then look at out here training camp. It's really changed. And, you know, my wife, we're out here visiting my daughter. She's doing an internship in marketing for the Cowboys. So, and just to be in this environment, 72 degrees, and you're not having to, they have rejuvenation, you know, days off. And so it's great. I mean, it's great for the game, but I mean, this is the brand for football is the Cowboys. And so that was kind of my Hollywood days, being able to play on those teams in the 90s.
Okay, this is good for, nobody's going to get hurt at training camp, relatively speaking.
Right.
But is it good for tackling? Is it good for timing? Or is there something to be said for the way we used to do it, which is 2-a-days, crack some heads, go to some city that barely has hot and cold running water, and concentrate on football?
Well, there's a lot to be said for the physicality and getting in football hitting shape. So I think your body needs to go through that transition to a certain extent. Obviously not what we did where we just beat the hell out of each other, but there's got to be this transition for your body to be able to get through that. And when you're trying to do that in September when you're playing games, it really kind of sets you back.
Yeah.
So there's pros and cons, everything. I think as a former player that played in the air where all we did was beat the hell out of each other, to be able to watch these guys. But yeah, I think that's why now they extended the season to 17 games. That's going to be an issue with the landscape in football, you know, for national football, and it'd be like that for a long time.
Finally, how's your Cowboy optimism for 2021?
My Cowboy optimism is always great. I mean, it is good, and look, I think every year, you know, the Cowboy Nation gets excited about it, but I think they got a lot of things that they're doing good. I think defensive, that's going to be the question mark. They got to get better on that and stay healthy. You know, you can't have your franchise quarterback getting injured.
So they can not go.
Yeah, there's Tony Casillas.
Mike, we'll see you, buddy.
All right,
take care,
thank you. That was pretty cool. We got a little interrupted by a bad signal, and the Cowboys are winding up their workout now. We will, if you stick with us, hang out this afternoon with Michael Gallup and C.D. Lamb, and of course we'll do it in large part because of the gifts of those fine folks, including Gavin Dawson on 105.3 The Fan, and Tim Collins, and Ted Nichols Payne. So keep it with us, and we will keep you informed inside Camping with the Cowboys. Fish out.